By the way, did you hear about Billy Wicker?
Here, my card.
Hey, Billy!
Natalie, do you believe in me?
Yes. Billy, I believe you. I trust my intuition, but the news has you buried, so we need to get ahead of this as soon as possible.
Jane, Billy is a pillar of our gold ingot success. If something happens to him, it's going to affect all of us.
It already has, Mr. Clare. The share price has been affected quite a bit since Billy's news got out.
Jane, I need you to take care of this as soon as possible. I don't want to see any more of these comments all over the internet. Do you understand?
What's next? Billy's company will crush the rumors. I've created more evidence against him.
What are you doing over there? Come through the back door. We have a trail. Woman in the blue jeans. Get her at any cost. If we don't find her, we are all done. Yeah? Did you find her?
No, sir. The bag entry's guarded, and we're now heading towards the car park. Don't worry, sir. We will not let her escape.
The footsteps behind her were getting closer and closer. Natalie knew that if she was caught by the two men, then the consequences could be dire. She put on a burst of speed and hurried into the far recesses of the coffee shop. After she was sure that the two of them could not catch her up, she found a place to hide. However, this was not a long-term solution. Natalie knew that Trapper and Selby would find her eventually. Taking a deep breath, Natalie decided to call Bryce for help. Natalie realized that her hand was shaking, showing just how nervous she was. When she dialed, Natalie couldn't help but pray that he would quickly pick up the phone. At that moment, Bryce was having an important meeting. When his phone rang, he didn't have it with him, so the incoming call alert was seen by his assistant, Jane, gently interrupting him. "Mr. Clare, you have a call. Take a look and see if you want to take it." Guessing that it was Natalie calling, Bryce's expression finally relaxed and he picked up the phone. "What's wrong?" Bryce asked lightly. She whispered urgently, "Bryce, come quickly and save me. I'm in the back of the coffee shop near Callaghan Street Hospital. I don't know what's going to happen to me, so please come quickly." Natalie quickly hung up the phone. Bryce's mood had turned extremely serious when he heard what Natalie said. Bryce said, "Jane, fetch the security people and come with me." Bryce immediately abandoned the work and left the office without delay. At the coffee shop, Trapper and Selby were closing in on Natalie. She didn't dare to stay in her hiding place any longer. Natalie found an abandoned factory and dodged inside to hide. Sure enough, a little later, Trapper, now accompanied by a few of his men, arrived in front of the abandoned factory. One of Trapper's crew said, "Boss, she must be inside here. There's nowhere else," Trapper said angrily. "Then what are you waiting for? If you find her, silence her, no matter who she is." He quickly ran into the abandoned factory and started searching alongside Trapper's men. Natalie, who was hiding behind an old machine, was too frightened to even breathe. Natalie knew that she couldn't just sit back and wait to die, so she took a deep breath and decided to take a gamble. She had been hiding at the back of the abandoned factory. She made it safely back out onto the street, and just then a black car screeched to a halt. When Natalie saw the car, she recognized it. Bryce threw open the door and said coldly, "Get in." Natalie didn't dare to delay any longer. She got in, and Bryce drove away. Natalie said to Bryce as he drove quickly away, "They almost caught me. It's only thanks to you that I got away." She smiled gratefully at Bryce. "So what happened exactly?" Natalie sighed. She didn't have anything to hide, so she told him about what had happened today. Bryce's expression turned darker. "Bryce, what's wrong?" "Natalie, I think you really aren't afraid of death. If I hadn't gotten there in time and they'd have caught you, you could have been in real trouble, real danger." Seeing that Bryce was really angry, "All right, I know, but I'm fine, right?" "Are you all right? Really? And are you still smiling? Natalie, you don't seem to care about your life that much. Don't you know you still have Liam to look after?" Natalie was stunned for a moment. She realized that he was actually worried about her and concerned about her well-being. "All right, Bryce, I won't do anything like this again. There won't be a next time, okay? Please, Bryce, please don't be angry anymore, okay?" This, along with the pleasant, soft touch on his arm, made Bryce's anger dissipate. He asked Natalie, So So you're saying that Billy was definitely wrongly accused? Yes, Billy has indeed been wronged. He has done so many good deeds, and yet they do this to him. She looked to Bryce for help, saying, Bryce, what do you think we should do about this? You seemed to be very concerned about Billy. What is it you want? Natalie immediately became embarrassed, realizing what Bryce was thinking. You're mistaken about my concern for Billy. I just can't bear to see such an unjust thing happen. If we cannot help achieve justice in this matter, will other good people dare to do good in the future? The reason I'm so indignant is not just because Billy is my friend. It's because he is a good person, a very talented person. I don't want him to be ruined like this. Bryce's expression became more and more surprised, and he nodded slightly. After thinking for a moment, Bryce said, It's impossible for this matter to be resolved immediately. First, we have to find Billy. Natalie's face immediately lit up. So, you're willing to help me?
Hey, I'm Natalie. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episodes of The Return.